Number 5, always be neutral when it comes to the treatment that you give your children and his children. Do not take sides. Do not have any special treatment. Now, sometimes mothers, it's normal and natural for us to take our children's side. I mean, they're kids. You feel you know them better, and if they said I didn't do it, you believe them and you take their side over the other kid's side. No, 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 no. In fact, when such conflicts appear, sit everybody together, have a talk about it, and don't take any sides. Never let any of the children from the two sides feel like they're being on a word, for lack of a better word. Always be very sensitive to each of their needs. And because kids do get naughty, they could be your kids or his kids who are on the wrong, but you verbalizing that you're taking one side over the other is going to give the children the impression that one child or some children are favored than the other, and they're going to make their own conclusions. Oh, it's because she's not my real mom, or it's because, and if the discrimination is felt by your own child, be like, oh, it's because she wants to befriend these kids, that's why she's not taking my side. So you want to avoid such situations. Just be neutral. The other thing is when it comes to names. So maybe you guys have been dating or you've been in a relationship for a long time. Maybe you even moved in together, and the kids are referring to you as maybe Auntie. Say for myself, I'm Susan, so maybe they're calling me Auntie Sue, or they're just calling me Susan, and I want them to call me Mom. Don't force it. Give the children a chance to decide if and when to start referring to you as Mom. It doesn't matter what you're doing or how much you've done, to be good to them and to treat them like a mother and give them everything they need and show them love and support. Despite all that, you cannot force these children to change the term they refer to you by. So give them time. And I've seen with most of my friends who are in blended families, by the time the kids started calling both parents mom and dad, it was a natural progression. There was no being forced. It's just that you wake up one day and they actually call you mom, and you're like, oh, like, and then you're like, oh, it happened. But if you force it, it won't end up well with you. Because remember, especially if they have, the other mother is there and they have a relationship with her, you are not there to take her place. And you know what? They may never call you mom. And that's okay too. Because what's important is the relationship that you have with them. And if you have a healthy and happy relationship, what does it matter anyway? The other thing is, as we finish up, the last thing that I want to talk about is events. Now, especially when it comes to school events. So all of us, my partner's children go to school, and at these schools during closing day, they have all these things, they have talent shows, they have all that stuff. And same to my daughter's school, they have all these activities. And the question is, should you, as the baby mama, attend? Now, or even when there are functions where, like with friends that are mutual friends with your ex. Like last weekend, I had a function with friends who I've known since. In fact, we became friends through my ex, and so we've continued being friends even after we split. We continued being friends because we are grown. And so they invited us for a function, for their daughter's function, and it would not have been appropriate for me to take my partner today there, because first it would have been so out of place. Secondly, he would not have been comfortable being around all my ex's friends, and he would not have fit in. So also use your judgment when it comes to things like school events. As your partner's girlfriend or partner, you want to go and be there for him and his children. But chances are, if the mother is there and actively participant in their lives, she's going to be there as well. You really don't want to be there trying to also take attention from the children. No, that's not right. And even in those cases where the kids say, please come, Auntie Sue, we want you to be there, please come, make sure you don't miss. Even then, don't make that decision and just go blindly. First, have that discussion with your partner and ask your partner to talk to the baby mama and tell them the kids would like for, so any chances are the kids will tell her anyway, and then let her decide, is it okay? And she'll probably have her own rules. She might say it's okay if she comes, but she sits na huko, she doesn't sit with me and the kids. Or you and her, you go sit na huko, and then when it's over, you can come and just say hi to the kids, blah blah blah, and be on your way. Whatever she decides, because that is, those children are, they are hers. Their academic achievements, whatever achievements they make, those are hers. You, when you come, you're an invited guest. You're not there to steal the light or take over the situation and, you know, have the children all over you and they're ignoring the mom. No. You be sensitive to this woman and her needs. That woman who is the mother of his children should be given her respect in her place as the mother of those children. And unless she's interfering with your relationship with your man, which is something else we need to talk about, then there's no reason for you to be so insecure that you feel you need to be in her space. But that not said, we also need to establish boundaries when we are dating, because now so now you have your partner and he has his ex who is the mother of his children, and you're in a relationship, and so you need to establish boundaries on how you relate with each other. One of the things that is unacceptable is your partner's ex should not, and I'm talking to the men now, men, your baby mama, if you're dating a woman, your baby mama should not call you at whatever time of day or night she wishes for whatever nonsense she wishes to spew on you. Totally unacceptable. I understand that there are times when there's an emergency, maybe there's a child that's sick and they need medical attention, and so you as the father needs to be notified. That's acceptable. Or there's something that has happened and it's urgent and they need to talk to you. That's acceptable. But I do not expect your phone to be ringing at 1 a.m. and then you tell me it's the mother of your children, and then you pick the call and it is nothing of relevance, importance, or significance. You have to stop that. You as the man need to put down the rules, and you'll be like, you cannot call me past this time unless it's an emergency. And more importantly, some of the women behave like that when they know that you're dating, that in a relationship. So you need to put down those rules so that it's very clear that my relationship with you is purely where the children are concerned. Any other matohohos after that, I don't want to know. So that's how it should be. And also it applies the same with we as a single mom, as a baby mama. I should not be picking calls from my ex at midnight or 1 a.m. and I'm there with my man. No. He comes first. When it's our we time, it's our we time, and I respect that. And even when he's not around, I should not be having conversations that are outside the purview of what we are doing together, raising our child. And same thing. And you should trust and respect each other, because basically you have both been in situations where you've made mistakes and you know the kind of things that affect relationships. So just consider your partner when you're doing some of these things. When you're interacting with your ex, consider your partner and how your interaction is going to affect the relationship that you currently have, the relationship that has a chance of a bright and beautiful future. So that's it, I think, for now. And at the end of the day, every couple should make their own rules about how to engage with the exes, and because the dynamics are different and people handle these things differently. Believe you me, exes are one of the biggest reasons why most relationships don't survive. So thanks for watching. Till next time, kwaheri.